Let's check how many people have joined this tournament. I don't know how many people are going to be in this. It says 0, but that's usually not true. 74 teams. Are you guys serious? Okay. We got the bonobos. I think that means the bonobo is a boosted animal. Johnny Watch Please, Slow Spectre Fan Club. Should we watch this game just because it's highlighted? Press 1 if you want to watch this game. I don't know if we should because, I mean, they've literally asked us to watch. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, guys. We'll watch it. Whatever. They got me. I just tried, but that's okay. Just wanted to show some support and let you know that I appreciate your content. Keep rocking out. Mr. Trisket, thank you so much. And again, I'm really sorry the alert didn't pop off there. It does happen sometimes. But I do appreciate you a lot. Luke Angels. Hey, I appreciate that. Thanks for tier 1.
I am so confused. I am somehow still able to use this message even though I already did. Free money poggers.
That's how you do it. Luke Angels dropping in with the 4-month. Welcome back, man. We've got Viper and Bishop, by the way. That's Johnny Watch Please. And then we have Jack RL and Gavalav, who just resubbed. He's got a Scottish flag on his car. Of course, the Backfire is the best car in the game, and Scotland are the best country in the world, so this is probably going to be a winning combination. The donut wheels, though, although edible, might not be the best choice. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. We've got the spoilerless Octane, so, you know, if you've not yet seen the new episode of Love Island, don't worry, there won't be any spoilers here, because Bishop's in the new car. Oh my goodness, I'm just rattling off all the jokes today. How many of you guys watched Love Island? I watched one episode the other day, because everybody's ranting and raving about it. Honestly, honest opinion, I can see why people get addicted to it, but it's absolutely terrible. What a shockingly bad show. Like, all the people in there, I just don't care about any of them. I watched an episode, I was trying to pay attention, I can't remember any of their names, don't know who's with who, don't know who's doing what, don't know what any of them do. Like, oh, I haven't got a clue what is going on in that show. But, you know, at the same time, I can see how people can get addicted to that. You know, it's on every day, I believe, so that's definitely good for getting views. It's totally garbage, lol. Don't watch it, sounds terrible. Well, you know, I thought I've got to see what's going on here. I watched the England game, then I watched the Love Island thing. Oh, look at that 4-stone goal by Viper, I like it. The collapse from Jack RL and Gavalav. Jack just let Viper in, and he didn't need a second invitation, just forces Jack to own goal. Maybe Gavalav got a piece of it as well. The England game was probably even less interesting. I watched the England game on a slight delay. Well, I was watching it on iPlayer, so it had already finished by the time I was 20 minutes left to go, and I knew what the final score was going to be, so I just kept watching to see what was going to happen, how the last goal was going to come, and it was just a goal by scramble. I was like, typical. I loved how the commentators were already starting to complain at the referee, and they're complaining at the new what's the technology that they've got in the World Cup this year? It's do they use it for offsides or do they just use it for penalties? It's like the World Cup version of Hawkeye, if anybody's watched Wimbledon or tennis. It's VAR, so it's like VR with a vowel in there. Video assist referee, that's the one. Yeah. So the video assist referee gave gave Tunisia a penalty, and I was like, that's hilarious. I love this. Or yeah, they ended up scoring. I was like, yeah, banter. And the commentators, they're not that mad. Oh my goodness, Gavalav, he's up for it. He's flying in. Not bad. The read was on point after a while. But yeah, of course, the commentators, the longer the game goes on and England are still not winning, they just start blaming the video assist referee more and more. They're like, oh, you know, they're going to be talking about this in the pubs and the clubs this weekend, about how much this game would have looked different if it wasn't for the introduction of the video assist referee. And I'm like, they don't talk about this game in clubs. Nobody gives a monkeys about this game in clubs. Yes, sure, in the pubs people are going to be, they're probably going to care. But they're probably not going to be that bothered. I thought it was pretty funny. And then also just the normal referees getting a mouthful as well from the commentators. The further on it goes, it's like, yeah, the referee being a little bit soft today, giving a lot of free kicks, slowing down the game a lot. Of course, that benefits, it doesn't benefit England at all as they want to win the game. I was like, it's very funny listening to the passive-aggressive commentary. Look at this pass from Jack RL, by the way. Completely selfless. And another own goal as well. Viper really is forcing a fair amount of own goals this game. I want to just say a quick thanks to Spectre1213 for Prime subbing, by the way, and also to Not a Shrep for the 3 months in a row. I appreciate that. Blurry, rip your sub. Don't worry about it though. I appreciate last month's sub if that's all I'm getting. Still counts. When's my next tournament? My next tournament is probably going to be Tournament Thursday. I've decided I'm going to try and do tournaments on Tuesdays and Thursdays because, you know, you look at Jazer and his 500 million subs or however many he's got these days. That entire fan base is built off the fact that Friday and Freestyle both start off with the same letter. I'm thinking, you know, tournament starts off with the same letter as Tuesdays and Thursdays. Maybe we're onto something here. Maybe we're onto a winning combination. Unlike Gavalav and Jack RL, who have completely beamed it, and they're out in round 1. Good effort though, and Johnny Watch Please got what they wanted. Not just us watching them, but also a victory. Whoa! Oh my days.
Wow. Feel free to use this as a prize pool if you want.
Up
to
you. Are you serious? Well then, Canis back again with another £200 prize pool. Should we use it as a prize pool, boys? Should we do it? I don't even know if there's anyone in here who's won prize money in Rocket League ever. I don't know any of these teams because there's no way for us to check who is who until the game starts. But let's just do it. Why not? Why not? £200 prize pool. Vaganus is absolutely insane. Again, Johnny's nosy. They're winning against the Beanvos. The first rounded have made it through round 1 and round 2. Round 1 was a bye, but they also made it annihilate. I mean, this is an annihilation, but at least they didn't get. At least the granny didn't get grannied. That'd be a shame. 16-0 Antlers are getting grannied. What is going on? How can this possibly be 16-0? What is happening in this lobby? Is that 17-0? It's 18-0. What is going on? Little Big Spy and Benji are scoring absolutely everything. Actually, they're not. They've missed 5 shots, apparently. Goodness me, they've got 42 seconds left. This is the biggest victory we've ever seen on stream. We've got a goalkeeper for Antlers. Looks like he's playing a bit more of a spectator role, though. Look at that. The double Paladin. Is this the beta? I think so. They're going for more goals. The Little Big Spy with the double touch. Nice shot, says Benji. They will say hi to us when we join. It's close. They say very funny stuff. Look at that, though. Cleanliness at the near post by Little Big Benji. 19-0. 26 seconds left. How far can they go? How many goals can they score? How long is this tournament going to take? Because instead of taking 5 minutes, this game's probably taking closer to 15. It's just taking forever. Benji looking for another one at the near post. He's passed it to Little Big Spy, who is up and slams it in for 20-0. You know, credit to Donut Eater 25678 and Immune Path 551 for sticking around and making this epic scoreline possible. They could have easily left at 3-0 when they realised that, you know, that tragic discovery that everybody who ever played Rocket League in the beta and had never played Start before went through in the early days. You're like, oh no, the other team can fly. We're in big trouble. But 20-0 is what they're going to settle for. We got a fantastic save at the end there by Antlers to deny the 21st goal. So, you know, if they're playing any sport, which is first to 21, they would have held on in regulation time. Unfortunately, this is not one of those sports, so they're out. Not a bad showing. At least they've got something to write home about. The biggest defeat of all time on my stream. 20-0. They got grannied. Right after we got talked about grannies, getting grannied, they actually got grannied. NA Plebs versus Wet and Wild Wongs. Shall we watch this? It says 1-1 in the bracket. I'm kind of leaning towards this. Vroom Vroom is a close second, though. Yeah, let's watch NA Plebs. Because it's been a while since I've watched NA Plebs. Because I think, yeah, G2 they're already out of our LCS. So we can't watch any more of them. Okay, enough of that. Oh yeah, I've got to put a prize pool on the screen. Give me a second, boys. Give me a 1 second. I cannot see my Twitch chat right now, but enjoy. Wait a minute, is that the car? It's the car. Hello, the car. Playing for the NA Plebs with Gumby LFT. This could be interesting. So there's a lot of money on the line, and that's a couple of grand champs all of a sudden. So we might have a tournament contender. You know, this is why teams should be paying more attention to my Twitter. People need to be following me on Twitter, because if you don't, you're going to miss out on random prize pools when Vakanis decides to just throw money in for the bans. And then he always leaves it up to me. He's like, yeah, you can use this for prize money if you want. And I'm like, I just wanted to go and buy 50 Domino's pizzas, but now I've got to put it in the prize pool, because it's kind of like, if I don't, then I'll look really, really hungry, you know? I think I've done the prize pool correctly. Let's find out if I did it. Yeah, that's the real Lakar. The real Lakar. Nah, I kid. I really appreciate that, Vakanis. You're absolutely ridiculous. I've made the goal 420, but, you know, there really is no donation goal. That's just a random number that I've chosen for no real reason. And ESL Monthly Elite the car versus Mist and Donald Trump. I don't know if Mist and Donald Trump are also Grand Champion level players, but they're holding on pretty well here. Everybody with yellow ping, so they're all American players probably playing in a European tournament. Not a bad shot there by Mist, but the car's got the save. Ubid went for the pizzas. Yeah, you know, it's 50-50 with Vakanis' donations, because, you know, he donated me like a couple hundred the other day, so I was like, that's absolutely insane. So then he donated like 100 for a prize pool, so another 200. That's, you know, more prize pool money. I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that, because you guys are all far too kind. The car has stopped moving. He's broken down. A huge opportunity for Mist and Donald Trump, but the shot is just not good enough. Gumby is hanging on. He's actually passed the ball to the stationary car. Still in a 2v1 though, and the net is wide open. Mist is surely not going to miss, and the car gets punished for not filling up at the gas station. Oh no, he's left the match. Can he even get back in? This is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster. He forgot to fill up before coming to the Wasteland Night. Mist and Donald Trump actually both stepping forward off the goal line there. That could have been a chance for Gumby. Can he make the impossible happen? This is going to be a huge, huge task for him. He's really struggling with boost at the moment. Doesn't want to take a 50-50. Doesn't want to leave his back open for the demolish. He's cut in field. He's going to go for the dribble play. He's got Mist in a 1v1. Oh, he's flicked it early though. I think that was his opportunity to just go all the way. But look at this. Gumby! He's taken the 1v2 lead with a second on the clock. How about that? Gets a block on the clear and he slaps it in. And somehow the man with Gibbs in his profile picture has taken the lead. This is an awkward kickoff though. It's not over just yet. The ball carry from Mist. He's going to try and punish the spawn, and it's going to backboard into the ground. NA Plebs have done it. What a play by Gumby. The 1 versus 2 mastermind. I love that dribble at the end. He could have gone up the wall. He faked. I think it was Donald Trump up the wall. Cuts back in field for the 1v2 dribble play. That is how you play the 1v2. This is Rocket League. You're not wrong. This is really Rocket League. I'm going to save that replay. What an amazing, amazing clutch by Gumby. I wonder if the car can join back in. Can he actually get back in? What do you guys want to watch now? Rooting 2. Oh my goodness, what is going on? We've got another 15-0. Yeah, the clicking buttons. You know? We don't as opposed to another type, like a pushing button. The clicking button. Oh, that was almost the first goal there for Moggy Pony 7. I think he's been in a 1v2 this entire time against a couple of Grand Champions, so it's not quite as one-sided a match. Can Moggy get a goal? I really want him to score the ceiling shot. Another 1v2 play. Here he comes. Got the one touch. Oh, he almost dunked it underneath. First touch wasn't quite high enough to give him a proper chance at that one. We'll stick around for another 10 seconds. We'll give him a chance to score something incredible. Unless this ball crosses the line into his own net, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. The backflip shot's not going to even make it. Unfortunate though for the blue team there that one of their players looks to be disconnected. It does happen sometimes. We're already into the round of 4 for the majority of the matches. Hormone against Super Snouts. Johnny's Nosy against the First Rounded. Do you guys want to see that game? Esports are back again against Team Eclipse. Alright, do you want to watch Esports versus Team Eclipse? Or Johnny's Nosy versus the First Rounded? Make your choice right now, Twitch chat. Right, we'll watch Esports versus Team Eclipse. They're winning 2-0. They might actually crush this one because they're winning 0-0. What am I talking about? They were drawing 0-0 just moments ago, and now it's already become 3. Lux and Treefork. We've seen them before. I don't remember their names, actually, but I do remember the name Esports. Fake from Darth Rai decides to drive under the ball, probably intentional. I'm not sure if it's the wisest decision, though.
Again, I appreciate Bunny's
there it is.
A little less sucky. Much love, brother.
Hey, Mr. Trisky, I'm glad that the alert worked. Thanks for the 2-month in a row Twitch Prime. Welcome back, bro. And yeah, make sure to work hard. Don't just get completely distracted watching my stream. King Spectre, thanks for the 21st sub gift, by the way. How are you choosing who to gift subs to? How does this work? How does it function? Is there any method to the madness? High pass by Lux. Looks like a miss on the backboard. Good positioning there by Carito. Or Carito. I mean, it's Carito. It's like Dorito with a K. Ooh, the team pinch on the dribble. What Carito did there that was pretty smart is he saw his teammate Darth Rai on the back wall. And he figured, you know, Darth Rai might have this. He might have this clear. But if he doesn't, I'll be there to sneak in and take the ball for free. That's what he was doing. Can you respond to his team message? Okay, let me check it. The car. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. You can restart the car. Go. Restart. I'm pretty sure that if you restart your client during a tournament, it still works. I mean, if you might as well give it a go, dude. You might as well give it a go if you're still disconnecting in that same game. There are people who watch this stream. He's a sellout buying beer. What do you mean, Johnny Boy? Who are we talking about, Lenny? There's someone in here who's selling out. This looks like a pretty one-sided game, by the way, so we're going to hop out. It looks like a one-sided game, but not a 20-0, so we're not interested. If it's not 20-0, we don't want to watch one-sided games. Right, you've got a one-sided Hormone versus Super Snouts. Treefork was an esports before. Yeah, I remember esports. Oh, Spectre. Okay, I got you. Yeah, esports should be progressing. Why are everybody just putting obscenities in their name? Little Big Benji, the team who won 20-0, went on to win 3-2, and now they're losing by a goal against the Car and Gumby. Let's hop back into this one. Another tournament after this one? I don't think so. I usually just do one. Then I get like I don't want to get bored of tournaments, so I just do one at a time. You know, I just do one tournament, and then that's the tournament done for the day. Passing play from NA Plebs is gonna go straight into the back of the net. Beautiful passing by the American visitors. Little lob there from the Car, and Gumby slaps it in. Benji had no chance. This is the same team that won by 20 goals in round 2. They're going to struggle in this matchup, though, I believe. Need to really play their A game. Benji coming in from America. Looks like Little Big Spy might be the only European player in the lobby. The Car filled up. The Twins are time. Yeah, the Car's back. He's been to the petrol station, and he's loaded up. So hopefully it doesn't break down again. I can't confirm, though. You know, he had a disconnect issue. He messaged me on Steam, and he said that he was actually getting a repetitive disconnect issue where he was, he disconnected once. We all saw that. But then after the game was over, after Gumby got the 1v2, the Car was trying to was just getting pulled back into that lobby repeatedly by the tournament client. And it took a while before he figured out, hey, I could just log out, actually. And then maybe come back in. So that's what he did. Don't be afraid if you're needed to restart Rocket League for whatever reason. You can do that mid-tournament and it'll still work. So don't worry about that. Good challenge angle by Gumby and the pull shot into Benji to clear. He made sure not to put himself in a position that could be faked on his previous challenge defensively. Looking very solid at both ends of the field is Gumby. And what I believe is his stream debut. The Car, of course, I believe currently rank 1 in the ones ladder. He's been trading that with Mektos and Ahmed since the start of the season, so he is of course no stranger. Nice little dribble there by Benji. Side flip shot, got a surprising change of angle on the ball. Gumby wasn't able to predict that one. You have one broken button. on your mouse and your keyboard is not mechanical, is pretty much a $1 meant for general gaming. Yeah, I would recommend. Well, wait, you have one broken button on your mouse. It was saved by Benji. I mean, if one of your buttons, like your jump button, is literally broken and everything on the keyboard is at least functional, yeah, I would recommend changing out the mouse first. You kind of need to have your jump and your boost buttons working. And also the middle mouse button, just so you can look behind you, see what's happening in the rear view. Yeah, the car's backwards, wants to shadow. This could be awkward though. There's only a goal in this, courtesy of Benji's little dribble play. Little Big Spy and Benji are playing a very, very defensive game, and you can see the unwillingness of Gumby in the car to step into that final third and consistently pressure them. They were a bit more willing to do that when they were up by 2, but now it's only 1 goal, and they're looking a lot more hesitant to move forward. This is probably too comfortable a position for Benji and Little Big Spy to break down though. Look to back off. There's the bump from Gumby, the car looking to centre to that same man. Benji, the near post, does well, but not well enough to stop the follow-up shot. Little Big Spy does it for him. This is very, very awkward stuff. They're doing just about enough to hold on, but they need very badly to get the ball out of their half. To Little Big Spy and Benji. These consistent bumps are causing problems, and now here comes Benji backwards. Gumby with a big clear over the top, and that should just be game, and it will be. Still not a bad fight though by Benji and Little Big Spy. They kept it pretty close right down to the end there. I thought for a second that we might see an equalizer. By the way, anybody who's just tuning in, that entire £200 prize pool was donated by Vacanus. So if you want to contribute to that, wait a minute. If you want to contribute to that, just use the donate button down below. If you want to donate to me, please cheer. I don't want to have to subtract any donations from the prize pool because they do get automatically added. I don't do that. Into the round of 4, that means the final 16 teams, I believe. Yeah, final 16. We've got Lucid and Hormone, Johnny's Nosy Unscripted. I know you guys all want to watch that one. We Gay and Esports. Actually, Football's Coming Home have already advanced against Yurt. Looks like they handled it pretty easily. And NA Plebs and I Don't Care are about to start their quarterfinal match. Let's hop into Johnny's Nosy versus Scripted. I'm sure all of you are keen to see that one. Going to Insomnia 63, I don't think so. I do not think so. But you never know. Okay, 3-2. Still Johnny's Nosy in front by a goal. But there have been 2 goals since the last bracket update. We're in the final 45 seconds. Is that a mark I see? Wait, no, it's the new cars, the whatever you call this, the Jeep thing. The Jurassic Jeep. And it's the John Nosar, for goodness sake. One of the most fearsome dinosaurs. Huge appetite. Actually, it doesn't need to have a long neck to reach the plants and the leaves at the top of trees. It just tilts its head backwards, and then the nose can reach up there. And it's going to start them out like an elephant. Bring them to its mouth. Chinned out for like 5 minutes. Its car's still in. Yes, for the time being. Looks like we're going to have a very close and interesting ending here, but not anymore. The John Nosar puts this into the net. Evil Mojito doesn't need to help him here. The John Nosar just far too powerful. He's even got a picture of me and Marky Duda in his profile. Do you know this picture is one of the first things that comes up on images if you Google Johnny Boy? I don't know why. It's one of my oldest pictures, or it's one of my oldest thumbnails of all time. It's not that old. It's like 2 old. It's like 2 years old. Me and Marky were doing a 2v2 video. But yeah, he's just Googled Johnny Boy and that's come up, and he's been like, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. All right, what do you guys want to see? Who are we going to watch? Are we going to watch the butt-eating enthusiast versus Vroom Vroom? Fine. We'll do it. Late Troll, thanks for the 7 months, by the way. I do appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your pub crawl and whatever else you get up to in Glasgow. Wait a minute, this is another 1v2 in Jack against a couple of sign-out players. It's an extremely risky play to be going for in a 1v2, and surely will be punished by the Jacob lookalike. And indeed it will. Cheetah with all 4 goals. Baller Badger, his mate, is just having a great time flipping around the field watching. He's got a Scotland flag though, so obviously the best player in the lobby. When does the tournament start on Thursday? I'm not sure, but if you follow my Twitter, you'll be the first to know. You is a beast, lol. Thanks, man. I try my best. Look at that air dribble by the Scottish flag. Baller Badger He's done absolutely nothing all game, and then out of nowhere he whips out the air dribs, his secret weapon. NJack is thinking, okay, we've got a semi-pro on the other team getting carried by his mate. Here he comes, he's probably going to pass the ball to me. Wait a minute, he's air dribbled it over me. The mind games. Still, I think NJack might have played this out 1v2 this entire time. He might have had a 1v2 this whole time, I'm not 100% sure. We did join at 3-all. He needs to play a bit more safe though, he's taking himself out of the game an awful lot for someone who's in a 1v2. Of course, 2v2 is never a game mode that you want to take yourself out of the game in. Far less when you're in a 1v2. You can't be taking yourself out of the game at all. He needs to be ready to defend at all times. That's a bit better now by NJack. I would definitely like to see a 1 versus 2 ladder. If there's any way for that to really work, I would be down. I would be down. You know, if you could solo queue against doubles teams and just see how high you can get, that would be pretty cool. Kind of like doing solo squads in Battle Royale games. See who could become the highest rated 1v2 player in the world. Who do you guys think it would be? I reckon, you know, a Fairy Peak or a Scrub Killer would be up there. These players who are very good at carrying in 2v2. Bit risky there by NJack. He missed the boost as well. And it might be a little bit too much of a hill to climb now. The kickoffs are not being too friendly. Probably Fairy, yeah. I'd put my money on Fairy Peak as well to be the highest rated 1v2 player. Do you guys think that would work? For it to work, what Psyonix would need to do is they would need to first they would need to introduce Team 2v2 mode, and then to queue up in Team 2v2 you would not need your entire party to be there. You would just need to hit queue up yourself. Like you could queue 2v2 by yourself. I think it would be pretty fun. Be a bit of variety, you know. You're just messing around in 2v2 team mode, and then you're like, oh my goodness, we're against Fairy Peak. He's Fairy Peak by himself is at the same rating as our team. This is going to be an interesting game. I think that would be. I think that would be awesome. It'd be great fun from both sides of the perspective. You know, the 2v1 and the 1v2. Here, that ball is actually going to bounce fairly dangerously into the middle. It's a big chance now for NJack, and he's taking it. Baller Badger wasn't able to deal with it in time. I knew that ball was going to kick into a really awkward spot. It's not quite near enough to the wall, or the back wall, for him to go for a wall clear. And he wasn't comfortable going up for it. 1 goal in it, 32 seconds left. He's done a good job bringing it back. But can he do more? NJack needs 1 goal. Got a feeling that Cheetah and Badger are going to play a little bit more carefully now that they've conceded a couple of goals. That's a huge mind game in the midfield. NJack doesn't have much boost, but he got a chance, and that's almost a trip on the near post by Baller Badger. He just got a touch. He's fallen off the near post there. NJack stuck around with almost no boost. He needs to get 100 boosts, I believe, to have a real chance here. Should have probably backed off, got a boost, and then made an offensive move. Instead, Cheetah's just killing time, and he will win the game with the mind game. Very interesting 2v1s that we're seeing today, or at least a few of them. We're going to say goodbye to NJack though. Cheetah and Badger move on. I do think Badger's probably on his Smurf account. Not that it makes a difference in our all ranks can play tournament. Alright, so everybody's into the quarterfinal apart from NA Plebs, the Car, and Gumby, who won a 1v2 earlier, are already in the quarterfinal. We've got Footballs coming home versus We Gay. Their Football's coming home losing 1-0. We've got Johnny's Nosy versus Hormone, and Dewsbury's Drifters coming up against the Butt-Eating Enthusiasts. What do you guys want to watch? Are we going to tune into more Johnny's Nosy? Fine, we'll watch We Gay. Very mature name. The system I described, it wouldn't have individual MMR. It would have a team MMR. So Football's coming home is Chippy's team. I just found this out right now. They're actually losing against Zerg and Hakeem, who are having a fantastic time. Obviously their team name is referring to their happiness levels because they are winning with ease at the moment. 1 minute 43 left on the clock. Almost 3 goals right there.
Thanks for the tip. We're going for the weekend only, so I don't think we can go sightseeing.
Nothing to see,
it's my second
really.
trip to Glasgow anyway. Lovely place.
Alright, well, if you're feeling like, if it's a really nice day and you're feeling adventurous, there are these like city bikes things that you can just, you can get the app for them, and then you can just cycle about the city. And you just pick them up at any city bike stop and drop them off at any other city bike stop. That's pretty fun to do as tourists. A nice play here by Astral. Luckily for Hakeem, Zerg was back in time, but Chippy and Aztral are going to bring this one back. We've got a game in our hands. Looks like football might indeed be coming home, but not in the form of the World Cup. It's just going to be an oddly shaped Rocket League trophy. Best thing to do in Glasgow is get a train to Edinburgh. Only if it's a return, mate. Only if it's a return. So you want to head straight back. I'd say, yeah, the pub crawl is pretty fun. There's lots of good food to eat in Glasgow. There's plenty of good restaurants. If you need restaurant recommendations, hit me up. Thanks to 1,000 bits though, Lake Trill, first of all. I really appreciate that. Chippy decides not to go for the wall. He's looking for the infield dribble. Gets it past one. Hakeem is struggling. 50-50 out to Aztral, who's way back.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, commitment here by Aztral. Was risky. Got a battle on the side wall now. Looks like Aztral is one who's come out worse. He's going to be struggling 1v2 for a moment. Can he deal with the pressure? Yes, he can, and he's following up here. Aztral's been causing a lot of problems in the midfield for... what's her team? Oh, of course, because they're called Wege. Excellent demo in the recovery there by Zerg. Chippy getting a little bit too comfortable. Forgot that he's playing twos, not ones, and somebody's coming to kill him. That's a good mind game by Zerg, and the follow-up shot. He's taking Chippy out of the game with a filthy mind game here. Chippy could only hit the ball straight into him, and it popped beautifully into the back wall. That was a misplay though by Aztral. He's going to feel like he could have done better there, and he's not wrong. Elite 800, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream today. Do a 12 live 12 Titans type tournament with like the Kara and Ahmed and stuff. Private tournament mode idea with all these ranked warriors. The day that Psyonix fix the glitch that prevents some people from joining my tournaments, I will. But there's a glitch right now that some people just can't join my tournaments. I don't know why, so I can't really run any super official tournaments through this because it just won't work. Some players won't be able to join. Look at this backwards air dribble by Aztral thanks to the camera glitch. Yeah, doing pretty good, Elite 800. Thanks for asking. We have to say goodbye to Chippy and Aztral though. They did try to cheat up in the final 10 seconds and it did not work out. They were looking for a cheap equalizer, which is a good idea to do if you're already losing by a goal with say 10 or 15 seconds left. Rip the Chip. I know Chippy's not been having much tournament success ever since his on-stream debut. NA plebs have had to wait a long time. Hopefully they don't get too cold waiting for the winner of Drewsbury's Drifters versus Butt Eating Enthusiast. Looks like Drewsbury's Drifters are going to win that one. 3 matches left. This is one of them. This is the first of the 3. Is it going to be another Octane versus Batmobile? It looks like it will. Hakeem and Zerg look to be off to a good start. What a pass into the middle by Hakeem. Zerg continues to finish well. Lots of fake 50-50s by these boys in the bats. They're fading away from challenges, favouring the controlled approach over the little pinch between two players. That's a ball over boost play by Nevermind. Not sure if it's going to work out as he's kind of left his teammate alone at the back. No big problem though for Relating Wave. He's able to deal with the pressure. Again, another strong 50-50. They're trying to control where the ball is going to go. They want to keep it close to themselves. No huge ricochets from Zerg and Hakeem. 1-0 lead from a passing play as well. Deals need a rocket pass release in Psyonix's blog. Curious to see your opinion. Is it worth reading? What do you get? How many of you guys press 1 in chat if you've read the new notice on rocket pass? I'm curious myself. Not gonna lie. Look at that flick by Nevermind. Hakeem should have paid a little bit more attention to this one. He had the boost, but he was defending the wrong part of the field. Was not ready for that acceleration of the ball. He was not even close to it. So you guys have read it. Don't know what to make of it. Do you guys think I should read it on stream or not? What do you guys think? Press 1 if you want me to read it on stream. Just getting a whole bunch of ones in the chat, I bet. Link Wave up for this. And he's nailed the follow-up. How about that double touch? Come back from the Octanes. From deep in the midfield, Relating Wave had a fair bit of work to do and almost ran out of boost, but he's done well. And what a comeback there. Just before halftime, Zerg and Hakeem really up against it. What was this team name of calling it? Oh yeah, Hormone. So they're full of feelings right now. Hopefully for each other. That's how you rank up in Rocket League. So just fall in love with your teammate. Because then you don't blame each other, you just blame how bad Rocket League is. You blame 50-50s, you blame being out of boost, you know, all the classics. Kickoffs, what else can we blame that's just acceptable to blame? Luck, how much the other team ball chase, you know, these are all acceptable things to blame, at least in the opinion of the general Rocket League community member. They're getting a lot of distance on the flick, but not quite enough to take it over Nevermind. But remember, Nevermind got the flick goal earlier on, so it looks to be pretty capable both in shooting them and also saving them. With the goal lead, I'm glad not to see Nevermind being too aggressive there, as he thought about going into the middle, but then he quickly decided against it. Relating Wave was going to be out of the game for a significant portion of time. Wait, that's just going to go in. No, it's not. Zerg with a great save, bringing it right back from 99% across the line. This is possibly the best match of the tournament so far. Of course, we didn't get to see all of them, but I think the closest match that we've seen on stream is this one that we're currently watching. It's far from over, but the Batmobiles are struggling to create any meaningful chances in offense. Now that Relating Wave and Nevermind have figured out that they're going for a lot of fake 50-50s, it's going in their favor an awful lot more. Gal C, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the stream, bro. Anarchy Ninja 2, I just realized I forgot to say thanks to your Twitch Prime sub, which was 9 minutes ago. I really hope you're still here, and I do appreciate that support, man. Sorry for forgetting to say that earlier. Get a little bit distracted when I'm casting sometimes. 3-1 in favor of the Octanes. We just saw Zerg and Akeem eliminate 2 Octanes in the earlier game. But Nevermind and Relating Wave have put up a much tougher fight. This is a big chance though, and Hakeem's going to take it. Free aerial at the edge of the box. And he did well to get his nose underneath this one. He's flying up a bit high, but he sticks the nose of his car down to keep the ball up in the air away from the Relating Wave. It's because it's the Ben Affleck version of the Batmobile. That's why you think they're losing. Well, you know, funnily enough, the Ben Affleck version of the Batmobile is the most played version. Good turnaround again by Nevermind. Wise not to commit on a risky center ball from Relating Wave. Passing play is open, but Relating Wave doesn't hit it. Nevermind was down the line. No doubt screaming for the ball to be rifled in his general direction. It's just more of a chance for Hakeem and Zerg to come back here, but more passing plays are not being taken. Players are open down the line, but teammates are choosing to hit the shot themselves from distance. That's a great recovery by Zerg, by the way. He almost missed that clear, but he managed to get a touch on it. Looks like the ball will ground though. What a touch by Nevermind to ensure that the game is going to end, and they are in the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to hop right out of this lobby as soon as I save this replay. £200 semi-final, so they have a chance to go home with £100 each if they can just win this next game. Is it going to be against the car and the 1v2 hero Gumby? No, Dewsbury's Drifters, a team that we've yet to see all tournament long, are 3-0 up on the bracket. And it's only taken them 2 minutes to do it. NVR and Umbreon with a huge chance to eliminate the final American players in this lobby. Gumby and the car have got a lot of work to do. At least they do have both players connected this time. Would have been a big struggle to come back or to win a 1v2 this late in the tournament. Not that the 1v2 earlier on was easy by any means. Coming back from behind 1v2 no less. Car and Gumby on the ball. The car way too heavy of a touch though. That's a huge opportunity wasted, and that's half the game gone. Gumby is going to let this one roll through. Umbreon's made it 4. Big misplay by Gumby. As a long shot comes in, I don't think Gumby realised just how fast that ball was moving. He's looking for a light touch to take it under control. He should have been dodging early to save it. Then another chance is going to go high. The car is up, so is Gumby, so is Umbreon. And they could actually make it 5 here if they can convert this chance quickly. The car is done, or Gumby's done well rather, to get back as fast as he did. But they need to do more than that right now. 2 minutes and it has been one-way traffic. The car stuck in the wrong lane. Looking for passing plays now. They scored a fantastic 1-2 passing play earlier on stream. But in this match that we're currently watching, Umbreon and NVR have been ready for everything. NVR in the DeLorean. I wonder if we're going to see any flip reset attempts by him. Thanks, Johnny. I'm not a loser. Darth Rai, you spectated, and I was going to go for something amazing, of course, but you jokingly made me scared, and I missed my bounce dribble. Aww. I actually remember that. Unlucky, mate. Good try. It was the right idea. I'll give you that. When do you switch ball camera off in an aerial? How do people switch it off so fast before a shot still manage to shoot on time? Sometimes players like to take the ball cam off for shooting from a bounce dribble, just because you get a little bit better vision of what's behind the ball sometimes. If the ball's bouncing down from a pretty high position, you can see a lot better if you turn off that ball cam. You can see underneath the ball rather than be looking straight up in the air and not be able to see where the goalkeeper is or what the goalkeeper's doing. Same principle applies for aerials. If you want to turn your ball cam off during an aerial or before an aerial, it's usually to see what's happening in front of the ball. Car and Gumby have created 5 chances and taken none of them this match. They've not been clinical. The final touch to set up shots has been the problem. They've been looking for passing plays in the midfield. There's the 1-2 passing play, read by NVR this time. They managed to tear apart a defense earlier in the tournament with that exact same play, but at a higher level. That's just far too predictable.
What's the difference between a snowman and a snow woman?
I don't know, Brian.
Snowballs frowns.
And with that, we have only got the grand final left to cast in this £200 tournament. The car will get us a commiseration goal, but nothing more. NVR and Umbreon. I'd say an upset here, given how far the car and Gumby got on stream. But you know, the ping advantage combined with their superior shooting accuracy, more consistency in the final third has really helped them out here. I'm doing my best. It's so hard to get all these replays done, but I've got you both top of the list, Proxys and WLoaf. I've got you both top of the list for replay reviews, and I will connect with both of you on Discord. Hopefully we can get that done tomorrow. This tournament's taken so long because there's been so many 20-0s and 15-0s. I did not expect that at all. Usually 2v2 games have a lower score than 1v1 games. But what I've also discovered, just based on this tournament alone, is that when somebody's getting crushed in 1v1, they tend to just leave. They're like, okay, this guy's going to smash me, I'm out. But when people are getting crushed, 20-0 in a 2v2, they're like, lol, let's just stick around, this could be funny. And then they lose 20-0. That's been what I've noticed. There's the flip reset attempt from NVR versus DeLorean. When it gets that flip reset, the wheels do change their angle again. They go sideways when you're in the air flying. And then when you get the flip reset, they realign to their starting position. But technically, easier to spot flip resets, or at least confirm that you have one in the DeLorean. I don't know if it's any easier to make plays with the flip reset. Evampel 2 is probably the one to ask. This is the grand final best of 1 though, boys. Money on the line, and I do want to make sure that I get in contact with the winners of this tournament right after this match. It's going to be relating Wave with the first goal. Center ball from the opposing team. NVR and Umbreon. We're under some pressure from Nevermind, but that continuation from NVR just put Umbreon in so much trouble. I believe he should have left the ball to fall towards the near post. You're trying to figure out for ages. You could never get the timing right on them. Yeah, I don't know if it makes it any easier to hit those resets. Never really tried to make many flip reset plays. I've had a few, but nothing. Never practiced it. Sometimes it just happens. Yeah, we've got a full EU final here in this one. Full European final. Remember, if you guys want to join future tournaments, the best place to know that I'm doing them is to follow me on Twitter. You never know when somebody's going to just chuck in a prize pool to the mix. And this is significant because I don't know if there's any 2v2 tournaments in Rocket League at the moment besides the Universal Open. There's no online 2v2 tournaments at least that have big money in them. So this is about this is as much as you're going to get for playing twos in Rocket League. Passing play from NVR and Relating Wave.
Finally able to watch your stream again because I finally finished my exams. Keep
Psycho
up the
Mute.
great work, Johnny.
I'll try my best, man. Thanks for swinging by. Thanks for the 8 months as well. We've got JRN21069 and Barside76 with 2 more subs. Welcome both of you with Prime. And Noah Spag for the 2 month in a row with Prime. Welcome back as well. And the fantastically bad dad joke. The dad snowman joke. We've got a minute and 37 seconds remaining. Meanwhile, what a save by NVR. Umbreon and him hanging on for dear life. It's the best of one in the grand final here. Great block by Umbreon, but he's got more work to do. Relating Wave has cleared it straight towards NVR. Passing play is available, but that's a shot instead from ambitious distance. And the passing plays from Relating Wave and Nevermind have just been that little bit better than Umbreon and NVR. Never Rind. We've got Nevermind and Never Rind here. He doesn't like his fatty bacon. Good speed by Nevermind. Relating Wave as an open net, and he's not going to miss it. Never Rind was looking for Umbreon down the line. Or was it Umbreon? No, it was. Yeah, Never Rind looking for Umbreon there. Trying to hit that pass that's been missing all game long.
Moist.
But he's a little bit too slow. It's a decent kickoff though by the boys in blue. They're trying to squeeze their way back into the game. Hormone looking like the heavy favourite still. So open net for Never Rind if he can get anywhere near it. Nevermind is going to be into it. I really hope his name is Never Rind. He's put one in. Excellent setup off the corner wall. Notice what Never Rind has done here is he's deliberately popped it into the diagonal part of the wall to get it to follow that curve into the middle. Really, really smart stuff. But they need one more in 40 seconds, or it's going to be Hormones taking the £200 prize pool. Here we go though. Never Rind up in the air. Top corners the shot. And just like that, the team have been under pressure since the very first second. Have taken the lead. And Relating Wave and Nevermind, they're going to be regretting that cheat. That is the risk that you take if you cheat on the kickoff in twos. You might just concede straight away. Of course, every kickoff has its weaknesses. But oh no, Umbreon! Triple What saves himself. What is this? Another cheat kickoff with lots of boosts being used. And when the save came in, there was no boost left. Umbreon is going to be pretty embarrassed about that one. Right after the equalizer comes in, courtesy of the DeLorean, Umbreon just lets the boost management slip to a horrific degree. And then they've got to do it all again. They've got 23 seconds. Now or never. And it's Nevermind actually who's got the biggest chance. Umbreon with the outplay. NVR chasing after it. He's going for the infield 50-50. Umbreon is there. Big chance to make up for his earlier misplay. Double mind game to equalize. Relating Wave and Nevermind are both taken out of the game. Look at this stuff from Umbreon. The composure. This is Rocket League, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rocket League. Scripted. I mean, if you needed any more proof that it was actually my script writers who wrote the RLCS script this year, this is it. Great save by Never Rind. He's got one more chance. 0 seconds. The ball's into the middle. It's a hefty flick though. Nevermind is looking to keep it up at the other end. Overtime in the grand final. £200 on the line. Don't know if any of these boys have won money in Rocket League before, but they can today. And it's going to be winner takes all, by the way. In case it wasn't already obvious. Umbreon tries to snatch that on the half volley. Doesn't get much distance on it, but NVR is chasing after it. Commits hard to the ball. Umbreon is alone for the time being. He's controlling it, and he's mind-gamed one player out of the game. Dribbles a second. Thought about dipping away for the demo, but he didn't have enough boost to really get that one. And now Umbreon's out of the game. There's so many heavy commitments. NVR bravely steps in and wins the ball. That wall shot was not going to be contested. Luckily for Nevermind, it's flown wide. Wide open net again for the orange team. It's gone in off the bar. Oh my goodness, NVR, where were you? He's decided to defend the corner wall. That shot was completely unanswered, and what a dunk by Relating Wave. Bar down and in. What a game in the grand final. And Hormone are the winners. Umbreon guessing that his opponents are both grand champion. We do have, I think, a grand champion thingamajig there, whatever you call these spinny, bannery things.
Streaming your ball bag.
C3 D1 here from Umbreon. two Grand Champs in the orange team. Looks like both these guys are C3D1. What a game, though. What a fantastic game in the 2v2 £200 Grand Final. Scripted, as always. Why wouldn't it be? But hopefully you guys enjoyed that tournament. I had a great time casting that one. Fantastic stuff. And big shout out to Vacanus again for donating the prize pool. Can you guys contact me on Discord/Twitter, by the way? I got £200 with your name on it.